All right, guys, we just pulled up here at the 1 acre clearing. This is pretty much what we're clearing. The road's over there. All of this, we're gonna keep the mature trees, the oaks, the pines, the palms, but basically get all that underbrush out of there so that way they can use this part of their property. It's actually one exact acre. So it's 1 acre, there are 5 that they can't use. So we are going to take it back for them today. So we got the Kubota 65 out here. We got the Rut Terminator XP on the skid steer, and we are going to knock it out. So let's get it unchained. This is pretty much what it looks like. You can kind of see through it, kind of not. But we're trying to find that fence real quick. Pull that fence out of here, and then we'll get to mowing. So here's one post, and I believe it just runs this way. Because yeah, there's a post there too. So yeah, there's all fencing right in there. Yep, there's fencing in there. So this is probably all fencing in here. Here's another post. Yep, fencing. So it's probably just two separate, or a dividing fence down the center. So then how about we try and mow the rest of it and actually get a better vision of where this fence is, and then we'll come back and mow it. And what's all this? This is just overgrown. I'll ask her to see if she wants to take that out too. I would imagine she probably would. All this will clear out. It's not wet either, which is nice. Had a lot of rain lately. All right, so yeah, there's the fence still. And then there's a big old ball of fence in there. Wow, okay. So we'll make sure we don't do that. All right, well, let's go in and we'll just start making trails. we just took a break for a sec. I got a little branch thing. It's pretty long. It got wrapped up in the blade, so I had to shut it off and pull that out. But it's going pretty good. This is that fence line. This is another property, other side of their property, and there's the road there. So we gotta safely punch through and then kind of work it back into the middle. That way we can keep debris and stuff out of the street. And that's why I did this fence line the way I did, because this thing throws debris straight and to the right. So if I can going down this way, I can keep the debris out of the neighbor's yard. But these peppers, they've been here a long time and they're all tangled up. So that's going to be the biggest hurdle with this property, is just all these big old peppers that are all intertwined and tangled everywhere. But I mean, the mower's doing good. Mower's eating it right up. I mean, it's looking good. This was all brush, so it's going good. I'm gonna put you guys back on time lapse, and we're gonna just keep on working. All right, we are finally finished up here. Got the Kubota cooling off. Terminator ran great, ran perfect today. And this is basically what it looks like now. We went in and cleared all the underbrush. The only thing that we had to leave were a couple peppers up front, and there's a few over there. It's just too big for the machine. At the base, they're huge. But this whole place was covered. You couldn't even see anything in here at all. Could hardly even see through it. But it looks pretty good. Now you can see all the way through. You'll be able to actually use this part of the property for a nice shade area for cows or whatever kind of livestock they want to put in here. We're going to be fencing across the front, down the driveway, and pretty much the whole perimeter. So this is going to be turned into pasture land. But yeah, we're going to have probably my buddy come in with his Fecon mulcher and get rid of these huge peppers. Look how big they are. They're big. And I took down some pretty big stuff too. But, you got to know your limits. Let me see if I can find a stump or something I took out. But it looks really good. It's crazy how open it is now. But yeah, you can see, look at these, look how big this is. That mower does technically mulch, but it's not a mulcher. So you kind of have to understand its limitations, and you don't want to push it. And plus, you don't want to sitting in one spot all day just trying to mow, just trying to grind stumps. But as you can see, cut that clean off. He'll come in and get that with a mulcher. That big old bunch of peppers, he'll get that with the mulcher. And then all this overhang stuff, he'll take that right out with the mulcher. And this is the property line, which you couldn't even see before. This was all covered. You didn't even know it was here. Here's down the fence. You can see the size of everything. That mower head does a really good job. Really good job. But stuff like that, you can see I chipped away at it, but you got to kind of cut your losses when you realize it, because I'm not going to sit here all day trying to mulch up pepper trees and I don't have a mulcher. This piles of stuff, but it looks like people trimmed and threw it over here. That'll be nothing for the Fecon. And then these big bunch of peppers. And then we were able to punch through here right out to the front. So we'll probably be fencing right where this fence is all the way down. You can see what a difference. This was all covered. I mean, you couldn't even tell what was in here. Right there, we punched through. See the house back there now. But this will be really nice. I think we may do some sort of a wood fence up front, so it'll be nice and decorative from the road. And we've got a nice straight shot now from back there. Should really dig their ditch out too. And then we were able to punch through here. And then we managed to avoid this nightmare. Ball of wire and fencing and wow. Yeah, could you imagine? I don't know, it's like a dead body or something. Well, we know it'll cut this big. I didn't know this was in here. And I just, as you can see, I just kind of took a nice little chunk out of it. This one I shortened because I didn't know it was in here either, but we're gonna leave that alone. But it's pretty good. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with the machine and with the finished product. All right, we're all finished. It's pouring rain. We're rolling out of here. I just figured I'd show you guys the road view. And there's their corner. So, yeah, what a day. We started at 9 this morning. It's 4:20 p.m. So what is that, 7 hours? 7 hours of straight mowing slash, I guess, mulching in a way. I'm pretty happy. It did really good. Really impressed me. But let me get off the camera here and focus on getting home. But that's all I could get for you today. But we'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think about this type of content. Thanks for watching. See ya.